Hello, my sweet boy. I'm glad you made it. You know I'm going to captivate every particle of your mind. You are going to be taught how to obey. And by the end of this, you will be more focused and more clear than you have ever felt. The more you listen to this audio, the stronger and more focused your obedience will become. I want you to pay very close attention. Make sure your focus is on me solely with no distractions. You have only my voice and your will to obey. That's all you have. That's all you need. Now, I need for you to focus on my alluring voice. And as you listen, you begin to feel captivated, more and more captivated by my voice and by the words I speak. Each word drawing you in more and more captivated. And it feels so good to let me in, to let me in. You know, listening to me will take responsibility away from you, and that is just fine with you, because that is what you want. So you continue to listen very attentively, eager to find that place you desire to be in. Letting go now, more, handing yourself to me, giving me every part of you, trusting me, trusting the process, eager for what is to come, eager for more. It just gets better and better. No more thoughts, no more responsibility, no decisions. I will make the decisions for you. So let go, hand all of that over to me. Give this your undivided attention. I want all of your focus. Put it all into this. Focus fully on my voice and on the mission at hand. It's important. Focus on my words and only on my voice and on the words my voice speaks. Listen to me very intently. Now take a few deep breaths with me. In and out. That's good. In and out. And as you breathe in, you feel it relaxing your mind. And it's such a wonderful feeling. As you breathe out, let your thoughts rest on your breath and blow them away. That's it. Now, breathe me in. Good boy. Taking me in allowing me to replace your thoughts. Allow my words, which are my thoughts, to become your thoughts. Take me in. Let me replace your thoughts. Let my words, which are my thoughts, become your thoughts. Blow out your thoughts. That's it. Making room for my thoughts. It's time for new thoughts. It's time for you to have new thoughts. Thoughts which align with your goals. Your goals to be the best, submissive. Drift, and let go, 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 and let go. Breathing in and breathing out. And with each breath out, you find you are going more and more blank and more empty. Just becoming a blank and empty shell, preparing to be refilled. That's it. I'm going to refill your mind. You are following along so beautifully. Good boy. Worries going. Stress going. And on the next breath, you feel your body parts relax. They just go limp. And you feel a total and complete relaxation take hold. Deep, calm breaths in and out, letting go, letting go, going deeper now, going deeper. Such a good boy to follow along. Do as you are instructed to do. And isn't it amazing how the deeper you allow yourself to go, the better you feel? And as you flow into a deep, calm, peaceful, blank state of being, you will naturally find your breath calms and you no longer focus on your breath. It steadies and slows and goes back naturally to breathing just like that. Whatever that is for you, it really doesn't matter how you breathe. You just breathe and you focus on my words. Those important words, the words you want to hear. Listen to my relaxing, calming, hypnotic voice, the voice that speaks directly to you and only you, here for you. And it is so easy for you to absorb everything I say. That trust is there, and it is such a positive and powerful thing. You know you are safe, and you know this is going to be a really good experience. You know you are going to feel better, guiding you to what you want. Such an exciting thought, gliding effortlessly into that comforting, peaceful, wonderful, deeper trance state. And now, in your mind's eye, you see that you are standing at the top of a staircase. You are barefoot, relaxed, calm, and feeling comfortable, feeling safe. A wonderful, pleasant feeling throughout your entire body. And as you stand at the top of the stairs, you notice the railing is smooth, shiny, and white. The 10 steps going down are covered in thick, white shag carpet. In a moment, I'm going to have you go down each step, and I'm going to count you down. And as I say each number down, you are going to safely walk down each step, going down, down, down. You are so eager to go down, down, these steps for me. And you should be excited because something really good for you is down at the bottom of these steps. It's time to transcend down now. So grab hold of that smooth white handrail and let's go down together. Take that step down now to 9. Feel the soft, thick, lush carpet under your feet. You are so ready and eager to hand over your mind as you go down one more step to number 8. And that soft, thick carpet squishes between your toes. Step down to 7 now, and you notice how good it feels to obey me as you go down, and as you step down, you go down, deeper into trance. Step down now to number 6. The further you go down the steps, the deeper down into that trancy feeling you go. And the deeper you go down, the further you go down, the better you feel. Step down to 5 now, going down another level into this deep relaxation. Going down another level to 4, feeling so good. And go down now to level 3. The more you go down, the further you slip under my control. And that feels so good. It feels so good to go down. It feels so good to go deep. It feels so good to be under the control of a superior woman. Step down now to number 2. This feels so good to be down and deep and controlled. It feels so good to obey and go down and go deep. It's such a wonderful feeling, and you want more of all of those things. And go down another step to level 1. You are almost there, at the very bottom, almost at the very bottom. How exciting. Now take that last step down to the very bottom level, off of the stairs and onto the ground floor, which is also covered in thick white shag carpet. Yes, it feels so good to be down, deep. You love this feeling. You love it so much. I know you are ready for more. So come with me. I have more for you. Come with me. I have something to show you. Come with me. Come. You notice as you stand at the bottom of the stairs that you are in an all-white, featureless room. The walls are white. The ceiling is white. This all-white room stretches out as far as the eye can see. I know that you are ready for more, so come with me. I have something to show you. You begin to walk, and you notice that familiar shag white carpet feels so soft and comfortable under your feet as you walk forward, knowing exactly where to go. Going to the center of this warm and comfortable room where there is an all-white bookshelf in the center of the room. The bookshelf, only a head taller than you, and extends the full length of the room, disappearing into the horizon with no end in sight. Arriving at that bookshelf now, which is packed full of books. Everything within you is within the pages of these books. Your interests, your feelings, your experiences, your likes, your desires, your dreams, everything. And now that we are here, we can make some changes if that is what you want to do. You know it is. You know it is what you want to do because you want to become a mindless slave. Now, take a book from the shelf. You will know the correct book if you let your instincts dominate. That's right. That is the correct book. Notice the cover is red. And just like the other books on the shelf, you notice there are no illustrations. Inside of this book are all of the secrets of your arousal. What turns you on, makes you hard, and makes you orgasm. Everything that you desire sexually and that turns you on is in this book. Now, open the book and flip forward through the pages. All of the pages are filled with unreadable script from your unconscious mind. Keep flipping to the very last page. This page is blank. I take a pen and write in your book for you. Watch me as I write these words. Being hypnotized turns me on. Being controlled turns me on. Obeying turns me on. Submitting turns me on. Going into slave mode turns me on. Now I want you to repeat after me if you agree with what is written, but only repeat it if you agree. And if you are ready now, repeat. Being hypnotized turns me on. Being controlled turns me on. Obeying turns me on. Submitting turns me on. Going into slave mode turns me on. And you look up from the page and at me for my approval. Watch me lean in closer. I part my luscious, plump, cherry red lips and then gently blow on the ink to dry it. I look up at you. We lock eyes. I give you a wink and a small, satisfying smile and a nod. Yes, slave. Close the book and put it back in its place on the shelf. And so it is, and so it is, so it is, so it is. You suddenly feel different. You feel the power of what I wrote strengthening. You feel arousal beginning to form in your groin as you know what is about to happen. You know what I wrote on the page in the book is about to become your reality. You know when I write in the pages of the book of your mind that it is my words which shape your thoughts, my words which control your mind. I'm writing inside of you and on you, taking over your thoughts, rewriting your thoughts, connecting to your subconscious so that your only thoughts are my thoughts, and those thoughts are to be a good slave, to be a pleaser, so that whenever I say the right words, your submission opens up. And what are the right words? They are slave mode. Those are your trigger words from this day forward. And now grab another book from the shelf. Let your mind guide you. Your instincts will show you the book. You'll know the correct book. Do you feel yourself stopping now at a particular book? Yes, that book. Pull it from the shelf, please. Good boy. This book has a white cover, a plain, blank, white cover. Open the book and flip through the pages. As you flip, notice all of the pages are blank, and for some reason you stop at a particular blank page and you stare at it, just staring at this plain white blank page. And just like the blank page in the book, your mind transforms perfectly, just like that blank page. Blank, your mind blank, all thoughts draining now. That's right. I take the pen with the very wet ink and I draw a spiral in the center of the page, going around, and around and around and around. This time I want you to blow on the ink to dry it. Take a very deep breath in for me now and blow out to dry the ink. Very good. Making you feel a little lightheaded. Good boy. You're holding the book and staring at the spiral on the page. How easy it is to do this. Fixated on that spiral. The spiral is a symbol for you, and each time you see a spiral, you go blank and empty. When you close the book, you will see the spiral in your mind, which I have now placed in your mind. Close the book and put it back in its place on the shelf. Very good. Good boy. Now look behind you. There is a white chair. You hadn't noticed it before. Go to that chair and sit in it. Good boy. Now close your eyes and spiral. Do you see the spiral? Good boy. Watch that spiral in your mind as it spins around and around as you listen to me. Around and around, 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 around. Good boy. The more the spiral spins, the more you notice all of your muscles become irrelevant and relaxed. Your muscles becoming heavy, 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 heavy. Your feet so very heavy. They feel like lead and attached to the floor. Your muscles so heavy. They are too heavy to move. You cannot move those heavy legs until I tell you to. You feel like you are a statue in this chair. A metal statue, and you are stuck in this chair here with me, just stuck here. You know you are safe. Let's talk about that for a minute. During this hypnosis, I have you strapped down to a chair, feeling as heavy as lead, so that you cannot move. But in reality, you really could move if you wanted to. You could end this hypnosis at any time if you wanted to. It's like a dream, a movie in your mind. You could end that at any time if you wanted to. But really, I don't think you want to end this, do you? No, you want to continue on to become the best submissive slave that you can, continuing to watch the spiral in your mind as it spins around and around. It's so hard to resist. It just spins so effortlessly. You want so deeply to be controlled by that spiral. You feel yourself being drawn into it, pulled in, going around and around as you go down, deeper, down deeper into the center of the spiral, the way it spins around and around, and you are more focused on the spiral, and you feel more relaxed. Your mind empty, you're so taken, you're ready, you are ready. And all you can think about at this moment is looking at that hypnotizing spiral. You are fascinated by the spiral. You know the spiral, along with the sound of my voice, is pulling you in deeply, taking hold of you, captivating you. And that's exactly what you want. So deeply into trance, no power on earth can keep you from surrendering right now to the spiral coupled with my voice. And every word that I say causes you to become more receptive. As your mind relaxes, you are becoming more and more receptive to my every hypnotic word, feeling so calm and relaxed as you drift, drifting further and deeper into this. The deeper you go, the easier it is for you to respond more powerfully to my each and every command. You notice how good you are feeling here with me, drifting down, 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 becoming more and more mesmerized, more and more deeply hypnotized, allowing everything else to fade away into nothingness. So now your only focus is on my hypnotic words, feeling the powerful hypnotic energy, which feels better than anything you have ever experienced. Breathing in my hypnotic energy and feeling so good, deeper, becoming so deeply enveloped under my hypnotic control, enjoying the wonderful reality which you find yourself in, one where I reign over your thoughts, one where I control you so expertly, as I understand what you truly want more deeply than anyone else, feeling me so deep inside of you as I slowly take over every part of you, becoming completely owned by my hypnotic will, giving me all of you, all of your thoughts, giving me your body, everything. Give me everything, all of you, inside and out. And when you have given me everything, 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 you won't even be thinking about being obedient. You will simply just be so. Feel yourself, your inner thinking starting to fade away and starting to be erased. I write on you with a marker. I write, slave, 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 slave. I have control over a very deep part of your mind. My words are becoming true to you. Empty and obedient is what you are. As there are no more thoughts you desire to obey, it is an obligation. It is a calling. It is not just a purpose. It is your life. Being a slave helps you feel fulfilled. As you become empty and obedient in the embrace of my words, you feel complete. You will remember this, and you will always know your place. It is not just what I want, it is also what you want. You know this, and you know this is what you crave and desire and need. Obedience is the simple single purpose of your being, and being owned is something you really enjoy. And every time you think about being owned, belonging, you are filled with the most overwhelming sense of happiness. Slipping into the place of being a perfect slave is so easy for you. It is so comfortable to know what is expected of you and when it is expected, and it feels good to know that you are making Domina very happy. Every time you hear Domina's voice, a wave of submission washes over you, and it becomes stronger every time it happens. All of this is kept in a book in the corner of your mind, written in permanent ink, and there forever, only to be opened with the right words and to be closed again with the right words. You find that all of these wonderful sensations of being owned and becoming an obedient slave are becoming a reality. And being an obedient slave is expanding and growing. And each time I hypnotize you, it feels even more special and more amazing to accept my control over you, to accept your place below me, to accept that being hypnotized by me and being owned is one of the best things that has happened to you, and it feels so good. And those feel-good sensations get better and better every time I hypnotize you like this. And every time you take a quiet moment to enjoy the opportunity of listening to your Domina's voice, you find yourself becoming even more enamored with a wonderful erotic sensation of knowing that Domina can have her way with you like this. And you choose to obey any and everything that you are told to do, and you would do anything for Domina, anything to please and serve Domina. Domina can have you any way she likes. You choose to obey any and every command given to you by Domina. Repeat after me now. I will do anything for Domina. Good, slave. And as you drift further from reality, you find that my words are having a stronger and more enticing effect on you, and that fills you with such a wonderful sensation, one that makes you want to be controlled even more. You crave the control, and you can't get enough. You want to give all of yourself, every part of your being, so that there is nothing left, and all of you belongs to Domina. You want all of yourself to be controlled. In order to experience that, you are going to have to show me that you are worthy. Show me that you are worthy to receive what I have in store for you next. Promise that you will be a good and obedient slave. Tell me, Domina, I will be a good and obedient slave. Say it. Good slave. Perhaps I should take you a little further and have you feel something even more profound, even more powerful, and take you deeper into slave mode, as deep as you can go into slave mode, to be perfectly and completely in slave mode. And simply being in a hypnotic presence is enough to make you feel things and take you places that you have never experienced before, to make you feel sensations and feelings that you have never felt before. The most amazing and pleasant, erotic and submissive feelings. And you are beginning to feel those sensations now. It feels so arousing to be so subby. Finding yourself in that subby place and finding yourself so aroused. And knowing that every time I hypnotize you, you will be so receptive for me. You love being receptive for me because you love being a good boy for me. And you love being a good slave. You love being in slave mode. And every time I hypnotize you, you find that my voice is even more hypnotic than the time before. My voice continually becomes even more enticing, and you feel more compelled deep inside to please, to obey, to serve. And now you find that you can move. You can move those legs. You can move your arms. You can move your body. Now make good use of yourself and get onto the floor, onto your knees, and kneel before me now. So submissively, with so much sincerity in your posture. Good. Now go further, all the way down, so submissively, so that you are stretched out before me. Slave mode, slave mode, slave mode, slave mode, slave mode, slave mode, slave mode. That's a good boy. That's how I want you to always kneel, slave. From now on, every time I have you kneel before me, I want you to go all the way down like that. No half-assing it on your knees, but all the way down to touch your nose to the floor. And do it with such urgency as if your life depended on it, as if I held within my hands your very destiny. This is slave mode, and you will always remember this. Always remember this feeling. And whenever I say those words, slave mode, you assume the position and you assume the responsibility. You have a taste now of what it is like to be owned, trained, and conditioned deeply. Get used to it. This is now you. You know, I enjoy you. I enjoy affecting you like this. And it makes it even better when I know how much it is affecting you as well. You know you are enjoying this. You can't get enough of it. Such an addiction for you. You can't get enough of me commanding, training, and conditioning you to exactly what I want you to be. Exactly what you want to be. You are so good to be so willing to give in and adapt to my preferences. Your desires are my desires, and my desires are your desires. Neat how that works out so well. You are just a mere reflection of whatever I want. And for you, that is the most incredibly arousing and erotic thing. To become and to be exactly what I want you to be. A pleasing, obedient slave for me to play with, for my own pleasure, for me to hypnotize again and again, over and over. I planted the seed of my hypnotic desire deep within your mind, and you have no choice but to give in. It's written inside of your mind. Every part of your mind, body, and being simply wants the privilege to give in to Domina, to gain Domina's approval, to allow Dhamana to take even deeper control and to guide you to where you want to be, below Dhamana, under Dhamana. Look up at me, so submissively, the most sincere desire in your eyes. Painted across your face is the desire to please and to pleasure your Dhamana. Good slave. Now listen very carefully. You will respect Dhamana well. You will be respectful to others. You will keep your mind and body healthy. Whomever serves Dhamana must be healthy enough to do a good job. You must take care of yourself if you want to adequately serve Dhamana. And do you understand this? Good slave. As you already know, I now have free reign over your mind, and you are starting to feel the fibers of desire as you realize you are fully enslaved. You have chosen to be enslaved, and here we are. So, what happens now is no longer up to you, no longer your choice. It is Dhamana's. I can make you blank and empty with just a simple command, and I can make you drop before me, bowing down with just simple words. I can make you do anything I desire, and you realize the simple truth that you obey completely, that you no longer have a choice. You are taken over by me, and that is your will and your desire. You just exist for me, and this is your truth, and it just feels so right. This is part of who you are now. Every moment that you listen to this, every moment that you listen to my voice, becomes easier to realize this deep truth. Your obedience is not a choice, rather, it is a purpose. Your obedience to me is a part of you as much as your beating heart. You obey and you speak when spoken to. You only move or act when told, for as long as I choose and until I release you, and you feel you have found your purpose in life, your meaning for existence. Being my slave is not just an action, it is a calling, it is a purpose, and it fills you with such contentment to know your place. It feels so peaceful to know your place. It feels so good to know where you belong and who you belong to. And you know Dhamana will take good care of you. You get great pleasure in serving and taking care of Dhamana. It brings you joy and fulfillment. And you ask Dhamana, how can I serve you? How can I help you? And you dress how Dhamana tells you to dress. And you do as Dhamana tells you to do. You understand that Dhamana knows you better than you know yourself. You are happy and carefree. You are happy when you obey. There is comfort in having a purpose in life. And you no longer drift and wonder what to do. Because when you are in slave mode, you have certainty, pleasing Dhamana, getting used by Dhamana, sitting, standing, or lying quietly until Dhamana needs you. It is so reassuring when you know what Dhamana wants. It is so reassuring to you when you know that Dhamana wants you. Domina uses you because she chooses to, and there is certainty in that. You will follow all commands which Domina gives you, trapped by Domina's control over you. And you know Domina likes it too. And knowing that Domina likes it makes you like it that much more. You like being Domina's slave. You like that. You crave the comfort of Domina's voice. And you crave the comfort of Domina's commands. You like that very much. You are a natural submissive. You are a good boy. You are a good slave. You are a good slave. A good slave. Say, I am a good slave. Good boy, good slave. You did such a good job during this training session. I want you to keep the image of Domina in your mind. Of Domina looking down at you as you kneel. Domina giving you that look of admiration and approval. Looking down at you with a smile. Knowing that I have you right where I want you. And you couldn't be happier to fall under Domina's hypnotic control, under my hypnotic influence. You are so lucky to be Domina's, so lucky to be Domina's slave. Whatever I want you to be, all I have to do is say the words, slave mode, and snap my fingers, and you become that. You become whatever I want you to be for me. Feeling a wave of acceptance washing over you now. Knowing you did a good job for Domina, and I will play with you again soon. I know you are looking forward to that very much, and it will be hard for you to keep that out of your mind. But I want you to at least try. Focus instead on productivity and being healthy for Domina and for yourself, because that is what I want you to do. And if you do find that you can't quit focusing on me, then you have validation that I have really begun to get inside of your mind. It is a very good thing, and you want more and more. But for now, you will have to wait. Now let's review. You obey Domina, and once you are out of slave mode, you will remember everything and feel the pleasurable sensations that you got from it. Just remembering this will make you want to touch yourself as your mind replays this over and over. Slave mode turns you on. Slave mode turns you on. Slave mode turns you on. Conditioning you to associate release with pleasure for having been a good slave. Feeling the sensations of incredible deep arousal, and remembering that I have complete control over you. Feeling that deep erotic bliss, and you know that I will take care of you. And now I need to ask you some questions. And your response, if you agree, will be, yes, Domina. Will you do your best to take care of your health? Yes, Domina. Will you do your best to be productive in the world when you are not at my feet? Yes, Domina. Very good, sweet slave. And now it is time to be released. Closing the book inside of your mind now. remembering that I can open it at any time. You know what the inside of the book entails, the story which is laid out for you in one particular chapter, the slave mode chapter. Stay committed to going into slave mode when I command you to, when I say those words. Remember, as you are released, that you are always, deeply and forever mine.